Manja, manja, bon appetit, let's eat. It's time for Tanks Cooks. Manja, manja, bon appetit, let's eat. It's time for Tanks Cooks. It's time once again for Tanks Cooks. Alright, welcome back. It's time for another edition of Tanks Cooks. And today we are making a stew. Yes, a beef stew. And the key to beef stew is time and patience in a crock pot. So we're going to peel these potatoes. Zeep-a-doop, zeep-a-doop, zeep-a-doop-a-doop. Zeep. Zeep, zeep. Zada-dup, zada-bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll take 2 large potatoes. We'll cut them into cubes. Put them into the crockery pot. So peel the potatoes, and you do have to peel the potatoes if you make a stew. These isn't like those potatoes that you could fry up and the skin stays on. No, you see these you need to actually keep to peel them, so the stew is more appealing. Alright, now that we got these potatoes peeled, we'll take the potato skins, throw them into the rubbish bin. Where's my knife? Where is my knife? Here's my knife. And then we'll cut these potatoes into cubes. 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 Cut the potatoes into cubes. Cubes, 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 cubes. And then we'll throw these potatoes into the crock pot. Into the crock pot. Into the crock pot. Put the potato cubes. And we'll just do this with the other. Bum, 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 bum. Cube them up really good. Put them in the crock pot. Put them in the crock pot. Put them into the crock pot. Crock pot. Cube these potatoes and put them in the crock pot. And we're going to be cooking this at 8 hours. 8 hours. Cube, 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 cube. Cubed. Alright, we got the potatoes ready to go into the crock pot, and they're in the crock pot. Now we'll get some carrots. La 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 la. These are perfect. These are, don't have to peel them. These are made just for getting cut up and put into things right away. You could even use these for dipping if you want to do that, but we're not dipping these anywhere. Carrots, carrots into the stew. Carrots, carrots into the stew. Get these carrots into the stew. Bum, bum, bum. Carrots in the stew, carrots in the stew. Don't you want to do what do I do? Put the carrots in the stew. Now we're not going to make all of these carrots. It's too much carrots. I mean, who do you want to have this? Bugs Bunny? I mean, come on. Let's see. Yeah, put the carrots in the stew. A lot of carrots in the stew. A lot of carrots in the stew. Maybe we'll cut up 2 more after this. Mix these. Yeah. This one was ridiculously small. So are these 2. Alright, this will be the last one. Alright. So we got the carrots into the stew. How do you do? And now we'll take our beef. It's a nice little, slightly under a pound, top round steak that we're going to be chopping into steak, into the, put into the stew. So we'll cube this up too. Cubes. Today's key is cubes. And before we cube it, we'll even put some accent on it, but we're going to put more accent on once everything is in this stew. So we'll do that right now. Accent on both sides. So while you're cutting it, the accent actually starts to absorb into it. Wake up the food flavors with accent. Alright, let's see. Cubing the steak. Cubing the steak. La la lee 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 lee. La 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 lee 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 lee. We'll be cubing the steak, and it won't be a big mistake. Cubing the steak, get this out the way. Get this stupid thing out the way. Alright, we'll start cubing the steak. Cubing the steak. Cubing the steak. Put it in the stew. Put it in the stew. Alright, we'll put these cubes and cubes. Cubes. Cubing the steak. Cubing. Alright, so we keep cubing these steaks. There we go. Keep it up. Look at this. You know, I've had these knives for 12 years. Almost 13 years now, actually. And they still cut really good. Alright, there we go. We will put some more accent in. La la lee lee. We'll do some of this garlic parsley mix for this one. Alright, let's see. We'll throw some of this Cajun spice in. Lemon pepper. We'll throw a little sweet heat in. Don't want to put too much sweet heat. Alright. And what we'll do is we'll stir. You see, there it is. Everything is in there. And you see what's in there. Whoops! Ah, shut up, my bitch. There it is. All ingredients inside. Beef, potatoes, carrots. Let me get this back out. Alright. There we go. We're back to where we should be. And then we'll put this mixture in. And over the next 8 hours, it will cook, absorb slowly. And hopefully it will come out really good. Boom. Now, what the hell is this? Come on, scrape out. And we'll cook this on low for 8 hours. Make sure we mix this up around pretty good when we stir this in. Let's see. Can you see in there me stirring? So stir this up all around really good. Doesn't say anything about adding any water, so I won't add any water. And we'll just put that right there. We'll cover it up. And in 8 hours, we'll be eating this stew. So, Alexa, set a timer for 8 hours.
8 hours, starting now.
All right, it's been about 8 hours. The stew is stewing up in the crock pot, slow, cooking on slow. And it should be done any second now. And you know what's good to have with stew is this banel bread. Get a nice little slice of banel. Butter it up. And it's always good to have nice bread with your stew. Alexa, stop! Turn this off. Put it on. Keep warm. So we'll butter up this bread and then we'll see how this stew came out. Stew, glorious stew. Did it come out proper? Stew, glorious stew. Let's see how this will taste. Let's see how this stew tastes. Is it stew, glorious stew, or is it going to taste like slew? So let's get the stew. Put it in our little bowl here. Bowl. Time to plate the meal. Time to plate the meal. And how you truly know it's done is when you look at this. Look at the meat here, the beef. It falls apart with a butter knife. Look at that. So when the meat's that tender, you know the stew is done. So we got our stew right here. We got a nice little slice of banel to have alongside of it. Drinking with a cherry diet Pepsi. Now we'll see how this stew came out. A nice little spoonful of all the ingredients. Some pepper, some potatoes, carrots, and the beef. And let's give this a try. Solid. It's a solid stew. Easy to cook. Something perfect for winter. Stew, glorious stew. It came out decent.